With more than half of the country's population falling into the bracket of youth, and with new, innovative ideas emerging in this generation, the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport has placed a significant emphasis on this section of society. This has been exemplified in the projects and activities that the ministry has executed in the last 2 years under the formidable leadership of the Honorable Charles Ramson Jr. In the area of culture, Guyana participated in a massive global expo in the city of Dubai in Saudi Arabia. At this expo, the rich Guyanese culture was bright on display, with dances, singing and paintings being at the center of our performance on October 19, 2021. His Excellency Dr. Mohammed 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐈𝐂𝐄 also took the time in his speech at the event to boast about Guyana's beauty and culture.
We are a multicultural society in which our various peoples coexist in harmony. This diversity is one of our greatest assets, and it is my ambition to let the melting pot of one Guyana be a model of unity and diversity, leading to the prosperity of all our people.
On January 28, 2021, the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport launched its most pivotal project called the Cultural Creative Industries Grant. The grant provided an opportunity for young people to share their talents and passion through the creative industry, as it is a critical aspect of the country's diversity. With this being another promise of the PPPC government coming into reality, the young beneficiaries lauded the move as it will contribute to the overall development of the creative industry.
I think it's very important, especially to the development of Guyana, but also development of the small man, so that he could develop his business, his or her business, so that they can then in turn help and assist others. It creates jobs, it creates specialization, especially in artistic fields.
I think it's a great initiative. I feel like the creative industry has been one that has been long neglected. So I think it's excellent that the ministry has put an emphasis on this. I think it's a great opportunity for us creatives, and I'm grateful for it.
Continuing in the advancement of our performing arts, the ministry embarked on another project that many performers have said was long overdue. The Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport on November 26, 2021, unveiled 1,214 new theatre seats in the main auditorium of the National Cultural Center. This was done to ensure the comfort of patrons who may attend to view a performance of some kind. For years, persons have been discouraged from coming as a result of intense discomfort. Administrative manager of the facility, Megan Hazel, said she is pleased with the efforts being made by the government to improve the facility.
For years, we have not had fire alarm system if something's to happen. That was put in, and so we can only see from here, we can only see progress. That's what we expect from this young minister of ours. So I'm grateful that we have this here now, and the patrons will be more comfortable.
In the field of sport, the government has done exceptional work in its community ground rehabilitation program. More than $13 million was allocated towards this work in communities across the country. The most recent community to benefit from the fulfillment of government's commitment was Buxton on the east coast of the Marara. Request for upgrade of the Buxton Community Center ground by residents was fulfilled almost immediately with the donation of sports equipment. Fulfilling the request was Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, Charles Ramson Jr., during the ministerial outreach in the community on July 4. Minister Ramson said government, since taking office, had visited the community on several occasions where they made and fulfilled a number of commitments. The minister handed over a pair of modern, professional fiberglass basketball backboards and hoops, a John Deere tractor, and the grass cutters.
This is a great initiative taken by Mr. Ramson. You know, things like this would won the hearts of our people when they're seeing you're not only saying, but you're doing on spot. And this going to travel a far way across our spectrum of Guyana to see the work that the minister is doing. And I applaud him for this great effort that he had made.
You may have noticed with the current state of the both basketball rings here. One's not functioning period and one is rocking, so to speak. So I mean, for have such a request done in 30 minutes, like is wow. And it shows that it's not only talk, it's action. So we gladly appreciate that.
In a more sustainable move for the development of sports, on December 18, 2021, 2 components of the National Sports Academy were officially launched. The sports academies are designed to first increase inter-association collaboration, sport administration and governance, as well as to foster world-class talent right here in Guyana.
The program has a nursery. This is our nursery program. And what we've been doing is focusing on building a strong relationship with all the sports associations to see how we would be able to use programs to develop world-class athletes.
This academy is also the first of its kind.
So the Sports Academy is a program that functions very much like an education system that it builds progressively until you become a world-class athlete. Now, that requires stuff from the government, that requires stuff from the association, but it also requires stuff from the athletes themselves. Because the ones who want it the most, and knowing that the vehicle is here, those are the ones that are going to be able to see themselves get to the highest level in their respective sport.
The National Sports Commission, NSC, continues to oversee the work of the National Sports Academy. There have been many other significant interventions by the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport aimed at fostering youth development, both in arts and on the field. Government recently announced the plans to invest $9 million to cover studio time costs for musicians for a time span of 12 months. The ministry has notably improved and rehabilitated several heritage sites, including Castellani House, Fort Nassau, the Dutch heritage sites, among others. Government has secured the hosting of the Caribbean Premier League finals and semi-finals in Guyana for 3 years. This year, it will be hosted in September. A number of carnival events are expected to be held as well. As Guyana looks to become a stronger force in the region, the approaches taken by this PPPC government have engendered pathways for significant development among the youth populace of the country.